Yeah, man, you're in tune to Talk Truth Telly scene. Yeah, man, and this is Shalom. You can't see this one on your telly. Talk Truth, people. Talk Truth. Talk Truth, people. Talk the truth. Run it. Run it. Run it. Run it. Run Talk the truth. Boom, boom, boom. Talk the truth. And we are tell all the youths. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, family, speaker, guest speaker, distinguished guests. As we come to the end of this year, 2024, approaching a new year, 2025, you will have people making their New Year's resolution. Some do it because of tradition, while some do it because they genuinely mean it. But I must say, 2024 was a rugged year. A lot of good things happened and a lot of destructive things took place. The bad things that happened was really bad, like senseless murder, robbery, defamation of people's character. But with all that took place, we managed to pull through. And I must say, God is good. 2024 should be a year of answers and solutions, and not just questions and problems. So this year we should seek the solutions. We should be more observant and show loyalty, love, and most of all, be a part of helping to make the changes in our little island, sweet Jamaica. 2025 will be the year that we will encounter a general election, and we know what goes on in our election. And for the people who are predicting a bloody election, I want to rubbish that. We as Jamaican citizens should think conscious and positively, conscious enough that we will never be a part of another bloody election. This election must go through smoothly. We would never want to see another 1980 in Jamaica. 2025, we must approach politics with caution, where we will make our X wisely. We must vote on policy, and not because our mother and father is a stronghold Labour right or a stronghold PNP. To vote someone out or to vote someone in must be done by making your X. If you sit back and not vote, you strongly contribute to the problem. Because if you don't vote, you don't have a say. 2024, the murder rate was alarming, and not just the rate, but the type of murder that are committed in our country. Mass shooting, the slaying of 2 and 3 people one time, 5 persons, 6 persons, 7 persons, head being cut off, persons stabbed up, the youths went wild with a new lifestyle, wounding, killing for a while. The sound of the gun wake me up in the morning and put me to bed at night. Every day is another gunfight. But my people, if I can't tell you to bury the gun, take the gun to the station, burn the guns, at least I can tell you to think before you pull the trigger. Because if you think before you pull the trigger, then in most cases, you would have no reason to pull the trigger. I'm not just talking to the outlaws, the illegal firearm holder, but I'm talking to the police, the soldier, the security guard, the licensed firearm holder. As long as they are in possession of a firearm, I am speaking to you. We want to make Jamaica a special place. And to make Jamaica a special place is a number of things we need to focus. The Jamaica Constabulary Force Police Academy. We need to go back to basic. I strongly believe either these police are not properly trained or they are not finished trained. JDF, Same goes to you. I remember the soldiers of the 80s and the police of the 80s were totally different from today's police that are coming out of training school. Back then, they were properly trained and their tolerance level was up. Police had to have respect for the instructors. They have to do as they were told. There was no room for skiffling. And when the skiffling starts in training school, it follows through probation and to confirmation. So by this police touch road, everything don't go wrong. 80s police, they must abide by the rules or else they would never graduate. 80s soldiers, likewise, if a today's police stop me and point him gun on me, I would be worried about that gun going off accidentally. But if a 80s police, 90s, mid-90s around there, stop me and his gun pointed to me, I will be more relaxed because if that gun go off, I know he intentionally did it. So that's the difference. I am afraid if a taximan driving away from that police because that taxi liable to be shot up by that police. The tolerance level is low. So 2025, we need to look into police training, army training, security guards, and the competence for a licensed firearm holder. We must be careful of the platforms that we are listening to. Vloggers are leading people astray with tainted content and fabricated story. Mission to gain views, gain subscribers, and for popularity. If you want to check vloggers out, and we want to do so, let's do it with a receptive mind. For us to have a better country, we cannot go around digging up old stories, distracting old-time gangster who are willing to turn around and start a new page and to do good for their country. You, on the other hand, rubbing in old-time stories, action that was forgiven, because all that you are doing is stirring up war, stirring up violence, creating animosity, creating division, creating barriers, and instigating murder. Back in the 80s, a lot of persons were strict, into politics, and did unthinkable things. Later on, find themselves and put themselves into a good space and start doing good. So if someone that was deemed to be bad make the change, doing good, we should help them to stay on the good track rather than reminding them, bringing them back to where they are coming from. That is not Team Jamaica. 2025, I must commend the people that stay in Jamaica with us through thick and thin, through peace, through war, through the corruption, but stood with us, fight with us, find themselves in groups to fight crime, working for the day when we all will sit together at the table of brotherhood like Martin Luther King dream. Ain't nothing wrong with being a citizen in another country and make it a point of your duty to watch over the country that you are originally from. But if you are doing so, do it with discretion, do it with love, do it with a balance, do it with justification and not bias, one-sided, nor partiality. I love Jamaica. I love the people of Jamaica. 2025, we must salute the people who work hard to put and keep Jamaica on top, to let Jamaica flag flown in different countries across the world, to have our anthem play repeatedly across the world in track and field and other sports like boxing. I must salute some sports people, persons in aviation, persons that venture off in movies, black leaders, and so on and so forth. Persons that ties are right here in Jamaica. 2025 is an interesting year. Brace yourself for the good and for the bad. But right at this point, I want to salute the Jamaicans that make us proud.